Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum once again. Welcome back. Now it's time for the calculation aspect. With this video, we will work out with the calculation. Quick calculation. Although the session is about debriefing, but I will attempt the question with the calculation part here. So based on the discussion or based on the planning you have made with this part, that is the planning that we have done. Stick on that planning and start calculation. Now, come on. Use the spreadsheet here. So part B. One moment. Yes. Part B. And make a heading for the part B. What should be the heading, sir? Simple. This one is the heading. Just copy paste the requirement. Use the copy paste. The percentage gain. This is what you are doing. Percentage gain to the Harrison and bricks for the shareholder. That's simple. And develop a sketch. What is the sketch? There are two companies here. Number one, Aronson, and number two, bricks. There is a cash offer here, and there is a shares offer. And what you need to do, you have to fill this data. That's all. Pick a good highlight color. Like this. Sir, this is dim. No worries. Just structure. You have to fill this data. That's all. This is calculation. And whatever the structure you have designed during the planning phase, you have to stick over there. That's I have to do with this contacts. Okay, now number one, cash offer. So Control C, Control V. The cash offer one by one. Number one, start with the inquiry, the bricks. So number one, receive. Left hand side is the main workings. Right hand side is your supportive workings. Okay. Bricks as a target company, the cash offer. Receive, that is what they will receive, the cash offer. So number one, the cash offer. What is the value of the cash offer? Is this given? It's very simple, 2.4. 2.4, that's simple. What? Foregone against what? So read the requirement carefully. Sorry. Read the details very carefully. Two alternative offers. Cash offer 2.4, one share. One share. So cash offer, that is per share. Foregone, what? They will foregone per share. So we need to calculate value per share of bricks. So for this you need to work out. So working one, this right side is about the workings. Now you have to make a good heading of the workings. So if you are doing with the right structure of the calculation, like proper presentation, where easily the marker will identify the solution and the reference of the workings. Number two, use the shortcuts, use the functions properly, and you're working from you are picking the right information from the question context. So presentation of the calculation, functions using the spreadsheet, and using the data from the main body of the question, and then putting with the spreadsheet. With these three workings, you are not only attempting the technical marks, but simultaneously also the calculation part. Also the calculation aspect related to professional skill marks. Professional skill marks also have also related to the calculation part as well. So that's important. Now come on. Workings. Working number one, valuation, value per share. Bricks. Come on. So here the P ratio, it's very clear. Number one, what the information given? The information given here, bricks, unlisted company. Okay. So we can use the P ratio of the Anderson, the industry same. So first of all, the bricks company earnings available $11.6 million. Okay. Earnings given dollars million 11.61. Now we required the P ratio. And P ratio here, the details mention bricks company 10% lower than the Anderson. So 90% of whatever the Anderson. But the Anderson values not given here. So once it's available, then we will be able to calculate value and total. That is dollars million and value per share. Then we will calculate the number of share or based on number of share, value per share. Now come on. So for this, we need to work out for working to the PE ratio of Anderson. So one by one, what's the detail of Anderson? What's the detail of Anderson here? Anderson details are there. It's market value per share 3.35 per share. 3.35 per share. Earnings total 27.92. So P ratio, that's market value divided by earning per share. We can calculate the earning per share. So okay, here the value per share, that is 3.35, and we can determine earning per share, that is 27.92 divided by 100, 2.8. So we can determine the P ratio. Now, price is equal to 3.35 divided by earning per share 0.28. That is 12 times. So this 12 times you can use here. 90% of 12 is equal to 12 into 90%, 10.8. So what is the total value? 11.61 earning multiplied by 10.8. It's a total earning. Sorry, it's a total value of bricks. And how much the number of shares of the bricks? That's 60 million shares. 60 million. So 125.39 divided by 60, that's 2.09 per share. Value per share, that is in dollars. 2.09. So that's we required the value per share. So here, plot this is equal to 2.09. Okay. So it's simple now. Number one, gain per share is equal to 2.4 minus 2.09. And we can calculate gain percentage. Very simple. as a target company, if 0.31 divided by, that's a gain per share, divided by 2.09, the value per share, that's 0.15. Sorry. Is equal to 0.31 divided by this. That's 14.84. That's all, 14.84. This is what the bricks will be able to get in this case. Very simple. That's all over about the acquiring perspective. Oh, the target company perspective. Now, if target company accept the cash offer, the shareholder will be able to get 14.84%. But what about the acquirer, Aronson? Yes, Aronson. Stick with your initial planning. Aronson acquirer, we have to develop our working or sketch our working as investor. If Aronson shareholder invest to acquire the bricks, so just simple calculation. What is the add-in value? Add-in value and then calculate the percentage. Number one, valuation now. Value of company now in total. No worries. It's very simple. It's total value. Total value of the company, 100 million shares, each share 3.35. Is equal to 100 multiplied by 3.35. That is 3.35 million. Number two, in case of acquisition, what synergy allocate to acquirer? Simple. That's we need to require. So here, synergy we need to determine. So in fact, it's not only about the synergy. It's better to term use how much the equity valuation addition. How much the equity value addition here? How much extra equity value will increase? So how to calculate this? Working 3. Equity value increase in case of combined company. In case of combined company. So it's simple. Total value now. Total value now. So what is the total value addition now? It's very simple. 3.5 into 100. That's already given. That's 335. That's calculated just before. Number two, what is the BICS value if they are working independently? You calculate here 125.39. So now how much the total value? 475.39. That's the total value if they are working independent. If they are working independent. Now, what about the combined value? What about the combined value? Here examiner particular mention In case of this combine, so they are expected to create synergy 2.98 per year. 2.98 per year. Here with the question, synergy is not given. The students who are thinking about that, we can calculate the synergy in a manner, just 2.98 multiply by the number of shares. No, not at all. This is not synergy. This is synergy per year. We need to calculate the synergy in this perspective. By working, if the companies are working independently, these two values, if they are combined, so what are their earnings in total? The earnings are in total 27.92, 11.61 and synergy. These are the total earnings, and these total earnings will be multiplied by the same PE ratio. The same PE ratio is the calculated above the equator. Yes, 11.61 plus, sorry, 27.92 first. 27.92 plus 11.61 plus synergy. $2.98 and multiply by the synergy we have, PE ratio we calculated above. That is 510.6. Sir, can you please apply me once again? That is the point, simple. For your convenience, 27.92 plus 11.61, these are their earnings, plus 2.92 multiplied by the PE of the company Aronson 12 times. Examiner mentioned the PE of the combined companies remain same. So these are the total earnings. So what will be the increase in equity? That is the synergy. That is the synergy. Is equal to this minus this. $510 minus okay 34. Okay, it's not 34.67. Wait a minute. What is the value of Anderson? 100 million shares multiplied by 3.35. Sorry, that was the typo error. Sorry. Sorry. Is equal to that. Here we calculated the total value. $3.35 into 100. Okay, sorry. So once again, Anderson value given, that 3.35 into 100. Bricks, that's we have calculated above. That's the total value if they are working independently. Combined value 510.06. Synergy 49.67. But the important point is that in case of the cash offer, synergy allocation in case of cash offer. Yes, total synergy, the total synergy 49.67 and allocate to bricks in term of premium. In term of premium. Okay, how much? How to calculate? We have, with the cash offer, we are planning to give 0.31 per share multiply by 60 million shares. 0.31 multiply by 60 million shares. The shares 60 million bricks. So that means the premium we are offering for 18.61. So synergy allocate to acquirer. And who is acquirer here? Aronson. Minus this. 31.06. 31.06. So this is F27. Allocate to this is equal to F27. So once again, Aronson will consider here the valuation now is 335 million. If I'm going to acquire this business, so I will be able to get synergy 31.06. So what is the percentage gain I will get? That's 31.06 divided by 3.335. That's 9.27. That's 9.27. 9.27. So here I must say that is equal to 9.27. Once again, I must say the synergy here, the working, we say equity value increase, that is the working for synergy. You can put the heading of synergy as well. The students who are thinking with this question that synergy was just calculated by 2.98 multiplied by PE ratio. No, it's not synergy. It's per year synergy. Synergy calculation method is total company's values working individually minus if they are combined together. That's the point. Okay, so that is the first point that we have done with the cash offer. 9.27, 14.8.84. Normally, the premium of the synergy allocation with the premium offer is higher side as the with the target company. This is a practical illustration because we need to convince for the acquiring company to sell the shares, to sell this running company. So same case here. What about the share offer? Okay, now I'm going to attempt as well the share offer for you. What about the share offer? The share offer, one by one, simple, once again, with the bricks. With the bricks. What is the share offer? We need to quickly recall the thing. The share offer is share for share exchange, offering 4 shares in combined company in exchange for every 5 shares. So stick with your plan. What they will receive in case of what they will receive? They will receive 4 shares. The acquirer will receive 4 shares. Four shares of combined company. So what is the value per share of the combined company? And what foregone? They will foregone 5 shares. So 5 shares value is equal to 5 multiplied by value per share of this 2.09. That's simple. So what is the value received? We need to make a working here. Working 3. Now come on. Working 3. What is about the working here? Working 3. And the working 3 here for the value per share. Value per share. Combined company value per share. Or the post acquisition or combined company value per share. Do remember, this is the case of share exchange. This is the point of share exchange. Now come on. Number 1, combined value. As we calculated above. Combined value. What is the total combined value? That is 510. 510.06. Number 1. Now post acquisition total shares. Post acquisition total shares. So if Aronson acquire the bricks, so Aronson's current number of shares 100. So what will be the total shares? 100 plus what will they offer for 60 million? For 60 million, they are offering 4 shares against 5. So what will be the calculation? 100 plus 60 multiplied by 4 divided by 5. That is equal to 148. It's very simple. 100 shares now plus we will offer the 60 multiplied by 4 divided by 5. Whatever the value is equal to 60 multiplied by 4 divided by 5. That's we need to offer, or Aronson will offer 48 million more shares. So total number of shares. So what will be the expected value per share? $3.45 per share. Value per share 3.45. So if the bricks thinks in the manner that in case 4 shares I will accept into 3.45, that is 13.79. So what they will lose, or they will accept the offer against 5 shares. So whatever the gain here, that is for 5 shares. 3.34. But we need to calculate gain per share is equal to 3.34 divided by 5. 0.67. So what the gain percentage It's very simple. 0.67 divided by value per share. Value per share 2.09. So here gain percentage 0.32. Sorry, in term of percentage 31.93. 31.93%. So a very good percentage, 31.93. But do remember that this 31.93, you need to consider these points. If BRICS offer except 14.84, that's cash. Cash is very transparent, immediate, certain. But the share offer, based on the valuation, maybe whatever the synergy and the post-acquisition benefits we are considering here by P/E ratio, it's not exactly the same after the acquisition. It depends on the market, it depends on the situation. The share for share, it's not much transparent as compared to cash. These are the theoretical points you need to consider. But last point, what about the share offer? Sorry, what about the Aronson in case of share offer? Once again, you have to develop your mindset. Aronson will think in this manner. Return on investment, same context. Number one, Aronson now share, now equity value 335. Now what the addition? What the addition in case of synergy matter? Same synergy aspect, but the numbers will change. Working for total synergy 3.4. Sorry, total synergy 49.67. Okay, allocated to BRICS. So here BRICS per share we are offer 0.67. Multiply by 60 million shares. So out of 49.67, if you provide 31% of the synergy, so major portion allocate to there, remaining to them 9.63. 9.63. So it's equal to this one 9.63. What is the percentage? 9.63 divided by this. That is 2.8%. Only 2.8%. Valuation 335. Synergy allocation 9.63. So add-on value 9.63 over 3 means acquirer will consider if we invest. So my value addition only 9.63, that is 2.88%. So this is all about the calculation. That is 2.88% B30. So calculation part we have done. This is the calculation part. So we have done the calculation part based on this point. Whatever the planning we have made, that's all over. Once again, the calculation aspect we have covered. But before leaving this calculation part and move towards the comment, quickly overview in case what the conclusion that we need to made based on these calculations. In case of acquirer, if cash offer proceed 9.27% return, but acquiring the 14.84%. In case of share for share, Aronson 2.88%. Also, there is no requirement of the cash in case of share offer, but the return is only 2.8%. And BRICS will be able to get 31.93. We need to make a comment over there. So thank you very much about this part of the video. That's only about the calculation. The next video is about the theoretical part. Thank you. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum.